Are we up? Cool. Hey, I'm Sean Massa. I work at ActiveCampaign back in Chicago, and I want to talk to you about what the Ember community really means to me. Like, it is an ambitious framework for ambitious devs, as Tom said in the keynote, but it's also a community, and the community has come up a lot in the talks and the conversations that I've had here at the conference so far. And it's really a community of people and the conversations that we have and the bonds that we forge and the support that we give to each other, and that's really important to me, and that's why I really care about this thing that we call Ember. And communities are really made of people, like people of different backgrounds and experiences and abilities. Accessibility has come up a lot in the conference too, which I really love. And those people are not just members of the community, but contributors back to it. Like, I really think that just being here, everyone here is a contributor to the Ember community. I think it's important that we talk about it that way. And there's a lot of different ways to contribute. We are doing a really good job of encouraging those different ways to contribute, not just writing code, all kinds of things. But I want to do just a little better job of thanking people for doing those things and recognizing it. So I found this really cool spec. It's called All Contributors, and it pairs these emoji with the different kinds of contributions that you can give. And it's just a fun thing that you can do to display like a whole bunch of names and the types of contributions that they provide. And I want to use this framework to identify contributors through an engineer's path on the way of Ember mastery. And it'll be way better than the Emoji Movie, I promise. So let's say you're an ambitious dev tasked with building an ambitious application, and you don't really know what to start. So you find a blog post, someone talking about the different frameworks and how they compare. You're like, hey, this Ember thing sounds like it's what I need. The person who wrote that is an Ember community contributor. You go and watch a talk that someone gave at a conference, really digging into this Ember concept, and you're like, hey, this really seems like what I want. The person giving that talk is an Ember community contributor. It's hard to say a lot. The docs, you dig into here and how to figure out how to go from hello world to a production application. And dozens of people over years contributed to these docs, and all of them are community contributors too, of many different kinds. And you start to explore the add-on ecosystem. Ember Observer comes up a lot. Like, this is a great resource for finding the add-ons and comparing them for whatever problem you have. So you look up Sass, you don't want to use CSS anymore in your project. And the people who wrote this and maintain it and score all those add-ons and give them those scores, they're all community contributors too. You start to ask questions in the Slack. The Slack is great. I love how we can really interact with each other very direct and real time, and there's just one primary place for that. And you ask a question, and that makes you a contributor as well, of a different sort, but also the people who answered your question are contributors as well. You start to dig into the best practices and figure out, like, what is this data down, actions up, or vice versa, what's going on? Like, the people contributing to your understanding of those concepts are all community contributors too. And so are bug reports. Like, you think you found a bug in a project and you go look on the issues and someone else already reported it and did a really good job and it's already fixed. Like, all of them are community contributors too. And the RFC process is amazing. You want to start looking into what's coming down with Ember. The people writing the RFCs and commenting on them, they're all community contributors. And even when you want to represent your love of Ember, this thing we call Ember, on your laptop, and you slap a sticker on, like, the person who designs all of those, Lindsay, is great, community contributor. You start sharing this thing with the wider JavaScript community, this thing that we call Ember and what we're doing. That makes all of those people doing the sharing community contributors too. Start going to meetups and talking to the people there. Those are all community contributors. Organizing the meetups, hey, that's me. And even the conference, Leia and the whole team putting on the whole conference, like coming to the conference and everyone here, all community contributors. And there's also this fun example of one person inspired another person to write an add-on and then asked another person to help support them and figure out how to work through it. All of them are community contributors. And they announce it in the Slack, and then even in here, people just giving a simple Slack reaction, just a few clicks away, showing that recognition and that thanks. It's really powerful and really rewarding for the people that are doing that work, and they're all community contributors too. So I want us to take this energy from EmberConf and all of the thanks and appreciation that we give to the people who not only speak or write code, but do all the dozens of other things involved with building this community, and spread it throughout the year. Like anytime you see someone contributing to this community in a way that impacted you, say thanks. React on Slack, it's a few clicks. Send them a message, say thank you. If you have a platform where you can highlight these things, like an add-on README or a project website, highlight it there. Look into this all contributors spec or something like that, and really make it obvious that we care about these things and we thank them. And I'd like to close out with asking everyone to stand up real quick. Just stand up and just thank all of the community contributors who make this community something that I love very much and that we all really care about. Thanks.